With the Sun in Cancer in the first house, one tends to be intrinsically empathetic, protective, and nurturing. This personality emanates a caring aura that draws others in, signifying a deeply rooted instinct to attend to the needs of those around. For a relationship, this can translate to being a devoted partner who values emotional security and home comforts. However, such individuals might be prone to mood swings and can be overly sensitive, taking criticisms to heart. Strong emotional bonds might lead to a fear of rejection or abandonment, causing insecurity in relationships. It's important for this person to learn to balance emotional dependence and independence. At work, success may come through professions that demand caring and nurturing. Careers in healthcare, psychology, or early childhood development could prove fruitful. Their protective nature might motivate them to shield others from harm, indicating a potential fit for roles in advocacy, law enforcement, or counseling. Their positive traits include a strong intuition, empathy, and nurturing nature, making them charismatic leaders who inspire loyalty. However, they may struggle with moodiness and a tendency to avoid conflicts. This avoidance could keep them from confronting crucial matters, which can inhibit growth. Learning to manage their powerful emotions, and not letting them undermine their self-confidence or decision-making ability, can foster personal growth. They need to recognize that vulnerability is not a weakness. By embracing it, they can channel their intrinsic empathy to build strong relationships both professionally and personally. Validation from others is not the sole measure of their worth. Self-acceptance is equally important. Having the Sun in Cancer in the second house displays a personality deeply rooted in security, comfort, and emotions. They are intuitive, loyal, and drawn to the familiar, appreciating a stable environment they can call home. In relationships, they prefer nurturing bonds over fleeting connections. They offer emotional support and expect the same in return. They tend to be protective of their loved ones, and their sensitivity serves as a double-edged sword, often leading to perceived vulnerability. In terms of career, they thrive in fields where they can provide care and support, such as healthcare, teaching, or social work. They possess a natural flair for dealing with financial matters and real estate, thanks to their value for security and stability. Strengths linked to this placement include strong nurturer tendencies, emotional intelligence, and financial management skills. They are known for their compassion, loyalty, and ability to make others feel at home. The main challenges revolve around being overly cautious, resistant to change, and excessively attached to their comfort zone. They may also struggle with expressing their emotions in a controlled, healthy way. Growth lies in learning to move out of their emotional comfort zone, focusing less on material security and more on personal development. It's important for them to recognize that change is a part of life, and in accepting it, they can achieve emotional and spiritual evolution. Their intuition serves as their guide in this journey, helping them create a meaningful, secure life path. Having the Sun in Cancer in the third house indicates a strong emotional bond with family and close friends. Individuals likely value communication, and feel most at home when in familiar environments or around people they know well. As Cancers, they are characterized by their sensitivity and nurturing nature. They are caring and protective, known for their loyalty and reliability. However, this might sometimes lead to being overly emotional or defensive. In relationships, these individuals tend to be understanding, compassionate, and even sentimental. They can be great listeners, which helps form deep connections. However, this high emotional sensitivity might make them susceptible to getting hurt easily, causing them to retreat into their shells if they feel slighted or threatened. The influence of third house in this sun sign suggests potential careers in communication or media, perhaps as writers, public speakers, or teachers, where their empathetic nature and verbal fluency can shine. This placement might also show a knack for learning languages and adaptability, which opens up opportunities in linguistics or translation. For personal growth, individuals with the Sun in Cancer in the third house could work on developing resilience against emotional slights and understand that not everyone may reciprocate their level of emotional investment. Balancing their emotional sensitivity with practical dealings can help them avoid setting unrealistic expectations. It's beneficial to understand that their caring and nurturing abilities are strength, not a weakness. Overall, these individuals are likely to prioritize emotional connections, exhibit strong communication skills, and have potential for successful careers that involve interaction and empathy. Their journey of personal growth will involve learning to safeguard their emotions without hiding behind defensive walls. Having the Sun in Cancer in the fourth house suggests a personality that's emotionally deep, empathetic, and nurturing. These individuals are likely to be family-oriented, with strong ties to their past and an intuitive understanding of others' feelings. Security and comfort are important to them, and they often create warm, welcoming environments. In relationships, they tend to be protective and caring, often prioritizing their loved ones' well-being. They could struggle with expressing their innermost feelings and may become moody if they feel misunderstood or unappreciated. Strong emotional bonds and a sense of security are key in their partnerships. Career-wise, this placement suggests success in professions that involve nurturing or supporting others, or which connect to their sense of home. They may excel in careers in real estate, hospitality, counseling, or family law. A strong need for security could drive them towards careers that offer a sense of stability. Strengths associated with this placement include emotional intelligence, nurturing abilities, empathy, and a strong sense of loyalty. Challenges might be moodiness, overly emotional reactions, and a tendency to cling to the past. They might also resist change and struggle with setting boundaries. For personal growth, learning to manage their emotional swings and understanding that change is a natural part of life and can lead to growth are important lessons. They may also need to work on communicating their emotional needs more effectively and setting healthier boundaries in their relationships. The Sun in Cancer in the fifth house suggests a personality that is deeply emotional, intuitive, and nurturing. This individual tends to be family-oriented and highly protective of loved ones. They excel in creative pursuits and enjoy hobbies that allow them to express their emotions. With a strong desire for connection, they may seek deep-rooted relationships and friendships. This person tends to be caring and empathetic, which can sometimes lead to being overly sensitive or defensive. In terms of relationship tendencies, they offer unwavering support and nurturing care to partners. They prefer security and stability in their relationships, often avoiding conflict to maintain harmony. However, because of their emotional sensitivity, they can easily get hurt and might struggle with letting go of past relationships. When it comes to career, they may thrive in roles that involve creativity, empathy, and emotional intelligence. They might excel in positions such as counseling, human resources, teaching, or nurturing professions where their ability to care for others can shine. Cancer in the fifth house brings strengths in the form of emotional intelligence, creative abilities, and strong familial connections. On the flip side, challenges for this placement include a potential for emotional hypersensitivity and a deep fear of rejection or abandonment. Key personal growth lessons center on learning to balance their emotional needs with those of others, and understanding that not all relationships are meant to last a lifetime. It's important for them to also learn to express their feelings openly, rather than keeping them bottled up, and to use their intuitive nature for emotional healing and growth. Having the Sun in Cancer in the 6th house means that the individual tends to be nurturing, some would say motherly, deeply intuitive, and tenacious. They likely possess an inherent need to take care of others, which can make them quite popular in their social and work circles. In terms of relationships, those individuals might struggle with opening up and showing their true feelings. They usually protect themselves and their feelings very fiercely, behaving shy and reserved, which can sometimes cast a shadow over their loving and caring nature. Trust is very important to them. Concerning careers, they would ideally find satisfaction in jobs related to care and service, such as nursing, teaching, or counseling, due to their innate desire to help others. Their tenacious nature also lends itself well to careers that demand persistence and determination. Strengths associated with this placement include being caring, loyal, and adaptable. Challenges could be potential overprotectiveness, fear of rejection, and emotional insensitivity to their own needs. Lessons for personal growth may involve learning to balance their instinct to take care of others with taking care of themselves. They might also need to learn how to express their emotions more freely for healthier and more fulfilling relationships. In the long run, embracing change instead of preferring the security of the familiar can lead to personal growth. Overall, being aware of these traits and tendencies associated with the Sun in Cancer in the 6th house can result in a deeper understanding of their actions, emotions, and choices. An individual with the Sun in Cancer in the 7th house suggests a person who is nurturing, sensitive, and values emotional depth. They're often driven by a deep desire to care for others. Emotions play a significant role in their lives, and they have a profound intuition that often guides them. In relationships, they may seek partners who can provide them with emotional security and stability. These individuals tend to find comfort in relationships that offer a sense of home and tend to be loyal, loving partners themselves. However, their sensitivity can make them susceptible to heartache, and they often struggle with letting go of past relationships. Career-wise, this Sun sign and house placement suggests someone who could excel in professions requiring empathy, care, and understanding. This could include fields like nursing, therapy, counseling, or social work. Their need for emotional security may also drive them toward stable, long-term careers. The strengths associated with this placement include empathy, kindness, and the ability to deeply understand the feelings of others. They also have a strong sense of intuition and ability to nurture. However, challenges could include difficulty in letting go of past relationships or experiences, oversensitivity, and a tendency to be overprotective. Personal growth for these individuals may involve learning to establish boundaries, both emotional and physical. They may also need to learn how to disconnect from past relationships that no longer serve them. Their emotional sensitivity can be their greatest strength, but also their biggest challenge, so learning to balance their feelings with practicality may be an important lesson for them. This zodiac placement suggests a person who is emotionally deep, intuitive, and has an intense private life. An individual with the Sun in Cancer in the 8th house often shows extreme levels of emotional sensitivity and depth. They possess a natural inclination towards investigating the mysterious and the unknown. This curiosity can manifest itself in their relationships, where they are able to recognize Othersa emotions with precision. However, their intense emotional nature might be a source of vulnerability if not surrounded by trustworthy and supportive individuals. Being secretive in nature, they might struggle with opening up and creating close connections in relationships. Yet, they can be fiercely loyal and protective of their loved ones, providing them with emotional stability and security. In terms of career, these individuals are drawn towards professions that allow them to delve into deep matters and reveal hidden truths. Careers in fields like psychology, investigation, and research might fulfill their need for exploration and mystery. The strengths of this placement include emotional strength, deep understanding of human nature, and keen intuition. However, their intense emotional nature and tendency to overanalyze situations can lead to stress and anxiety. In terms of personal growth, learning to trust others and open up about their feelings will greatly benefit these individuals. They need to balance their need to explore the emotional depth of other people and situations while managing their own tendencies towards anxiety. By harnessing their sensitivity and intuition effectively, they can acquire wisdom and insight into unexplored territories, both in their personal lives and professions. When the Sun is in Cancer in the 9th house, the individual often exhibits emotional sensitivity combined with a strong desire for exploration and learning. This person may find comfort and security in acquiring knowledge and taking on spiritual quests. Their outlook, strongly rooted in their intuitive understanding, often leads them to seek wisdom from a diverse range of sources, cultures, and philosophies. This also implicates an empathic nature, with the ability to emotionally connect with nearly anyone. In relationships, they value emotional bonds and understanding but may also have a troubled sphere due to their sometimes fluctuating emotions. They typically appreciate partners who help them maintain emotional stability while also respecting their need for intellectual stimulation and exploration. Career-wise, these people can flourish in fields related to teaching, philosophy, religion, law, or travel. Their empathic nature and natural inclination towards nurturing can also make them effective caregivers, counselors, or therapists. Strengths associated with this placement include emotional depth, adaptability, an inherent desire for learning, and a strong sense of understanding others. Yet, challenges can stem from an inclination towards moodiness, overly emotional responses, and a struggle balancing their need for security with their desire for exploration. For personal growth, those with Sun in Cancer in the 9th house need to learn to manage their emotions and cultivate resilience. They should also embrace their need for exploration without compromising their emotional well-being. Endeavoring to balance emotional stability with intellectual curiosity is a vital lesson for these individuals. The Sun in Cancer in the 10th house corresponds to a deeply emotional person who places great importance on their career and status in society. There is often a strong desire to provide and care for others, stemming from Cancer's nurturing essence. This individual may be driven by feelings and emotionally charged motivations, making their work deeply personal. In relationships, this placement indicates a caring, protective nature. Being dependable and offering emotional support to loved ones are not unusual tendencies. However, these individuals might struggle with overly sensitive reactions to criticism, leading to potential conflict in their relationships. Career-wise, jobs that involve caring for others or managing large groups can be a natural fit for these traits. Politics, social work, teaching, or running a business might be suitable fields. There is usually a strive for professional accomplishment and the desire to leave a lasting legacy in their field of work. One strength is their ability to empathize and care for others, coupled with a strong motivation to succeed professionally. Their nurturing and ambitious personality can create an impactful presence in any leadership role they take on. However, a significant challenge for those with this placement is their heightened sensitivity to external stimuli. Emotional overwhelm can lead to stress, impacting their decision-making process or professional life. Personal growth can come from learning emotional resilience, not allowing personal feelings to interfere with objective judgment. Balancing emotional sensitivity with their strong ambition can lead to a harmonious relationship with themselves and others, plus success in their chosen careers. Having the Sun in Cancer in the 11th house means an individual is likely highly intuitive and emotionally sensitive, often driven by their feelings. They deeply value their friendships, often forming close and nurturing bonds with those in their social circle. At times, these individuals may struggle with oversensitivity, taking criticism to heart. They may also have a tendency to worry excessively, particularly about their loved ones. In relationships, they tend to be loyal and devoted, willing to go to great lengths to support their partners. However, their emotional sensitivity can lead to them getting hurt easily, so they need a partner who can provide emotional security and understanding. From a career perspective, this placement may indicate a preference for working in fields that allow positive social impact or contribution to a larger cause. Careers where empathy and emotional understanding are valued, such as therapy, social work, or even politics, might interest these individuals. Strengths associated with this placement include emotional intelligence, nurturing nature, dedication, and intuition. A significant challenge can be their inability to disconnect from others' problems or emotions, which may drain their emotional energy. Personal growth lessons for these individuals can revolve around learning to set boundaries to protect their emotional well-being, to not to take things personally, and to work on their fears and insecurities. Overall, the Sun in Cancer in the 11th house is a blend of emotional sensitivity with a strong desire for social connections and contributing to society. People with the Sun in Cancer in the 12th house are often known for their deep sensitivity and strong intuition. Nourishing their spiritual side, they have a natural talent for empathy and compassion, making them excellent counselors or healers. Their imaginative and introspective nature enables them to be particularly creative. In relationships, these individuals often prize depth of connection. They are protective and caring, but may sometimes struggle with setting boundaries, due to their instinct to nurture and help others. In terms of careers, they are well suited for roles that involve helping others, such as counseling, nursing, or humanitarian work. They may also excel in creative fields like writing or the arts, due to their vivid imagination. Strengths of this placement include emotional intelligence, compassion, and creativity. They are often natural caretakers and have a strong sense of intuition, making them able to sense others' needs before they are spoken. However, this placement also poses some challenges. These individuals may often feel misunderstood or isolated due to their deep emotional nature. They'll need to guard against becoming overwhelmed by their emotions or those of others. In their personal growth journey, learning to balance their emotional and intuitive sensitivities with the practical demands of the world will be key. They must learn to establish boundaries without sacrificing their compassionate nature. Developing self-care and emotional management strategies can be beneficial for maintaining their well-being.